Okay, so the homework should be relatively simple. On the front, you'll have a newsletter that has the calendar, and there's a little box that says like timeout and warnings. It just has a number next to it. That's how many timeouts or warnings that I gave over the week, and then a little assessment of how I felt about the week. Where was their behavior excellent, which is usually maybe I will mark excellent if they have no warnings and no timeouts. Otherwise, they'll probably be good or fair. Um, if you could just sign where it says signature underneath the student name sticker, that would be very helpful just to know that you got it and you saw it. At the very bottom, there is like a line that says unfinished classwork, and it's going to be checked if they have any unfinished classwork attached. Otherwise, it's going to be blank, and that means that nothing was unfinished this week. Um, on the back side, you'll see the lesson plans for the upcoming week. It's just an outline. If you'd like more detailed ones, I can give you those. Um, then it's the actual homework. So, in general, you'll have 4 pages of discussion and writing. So, like the discussion's just going to be anything that I think might be interesting for families to talk about. I really want my kids building their discussion skills since it comes up in class pretty much, I want to say like 2 to 3 times an hour. We will stop and discuss with a partner on my kids building that turn taking, the oral vocabulary, speaking in complete sentences, and if possible, making eye contact with the person they're speaking with. Building on ideas, asking the speaker more information, or building on their ideas. Um, Underneath, there's a section for writing a paragraph, and I really want my kids working on informational or opinion paragraphs, and it can be about anything. And I know sometimes that can be hard, um, but I want to give them that freedom to write about what they know or what they like. It might be animals, it might be their favorite video game. I am going to be teaching them a lot about paragraph writing over this year, and I really am going to be looking for a progression from where they were at the beginning of the year to where they're at the end of the year, and hopefully we see growth. Um, Other than that, you'll have 4 more math pages. So I give 4 because it's 4 for every day of, the school week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They can do it over the weekend. That's fine. If they finish it over the weekend, they don't have homework for the rest of the week. Um, as the school year goes on and we're learning our multiplication facts and the students show me that they're mastering those facts, they'll end up with different math pages. So if your child is working on multiplying by twos, they'll get 4 twos pages. If they're working on multiplying by 12s, they'll get 4 12s pages. So everybody's homework should be a little bit different based on what your child needs. That's why your homework might sometimes look a little bit crazy. The kids actually have to build their homework, and they're expected to count out 4 of each to make sure that they have everything that they need. Some weeks it might not be perfect, but it's not a really big deal. Uh, I want them to get 4, but if they don't, we will all live. Um, I just want them practicing. And while the facts will seem like a lot at first because the multiplication ones are 100 on a page, I tell my kids that we should be aiming for about 3 minutes to finish 100 problems. That's really going to show that you have them memorized and that they know them. I know because I tested myself and I took it easy. I answered all the questions. I wasn't racing to answer them, and I took my time and erased when I needed to. And it took me about 3 minutes to do 100 problems. So that's what we're aiming for. Especially because at the end of the year, we want all students to have all multiplication facts memorized. Um, I am hoping this year to get started on individualized spelling list. Now, I didn't give a spelling list this first week, but I am hoping that next week on Thursday they will have a small slip of paper that's like maybe like a bookmark size that has 10 on the front and 10 on the back. Based on your child's needs, they may have different numbers of spelling words and they will have different kinds of spelling words. all based on the same pattern. So if we're focused on a long A pattern like a Y, some children might have like words like day, say, may, and other students may have longer words that include uh, the long A pattern, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank at the minute, like stay. I know that's not really much longer, but they'll be able to pick words that they want to focus on. Um, and I'm hoping that creates buy-in for the kids because they get to pick the words even though we're all still focusing and studying the same pattern. We'll see how it goes. I'm really nervous about trying it, but I really think it'll be good for the kids, and hopefully it improves their spelling because I've noticed that kids get really stuck on writing when they can't spell a word. Uh, Other than that, homework should really be simple. I don't have any expectations for practicing the spelling words at home. It doesn't hurt, but if you want to when they come up, you can practice them with your child. Definitely focus like what pattern are you studying, what does it sound like would be helpful. But really just getting those multiplication facts or the addition facts right now done and writing a paragraph and having a discussion. I really, really expect homework to take between 5 and 20 minutes based on how fast your child is at multiplying, adding, and writing. The discussions just need a short summary and your signature to say, or whoever they spoke to, whatever adult they spoke to sign it and said, yes, that's what we talked about. Homework is always given out Thursday and taken back the next Thursday. I imagine that this homework is especially messy because we were really rushed. I was nervous because I was like wondering when the buses were going to show up, when the parent pickup was going to show up, and I had to put all the bus tags on. And I really should have done the homework a little bit earlier considering it was the first time, but yeah, hopefully you got most of the homework. If you have any other questions, please feel free to like message me. You can message me privately or in the group. Thank you.